Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Tuck Notes, Beginner Stock Talk, Thoughts Talk version. This is the part 2 version of the video I just made, talking about SpaceX and launch times and where they launch from, and having to subtract the hour of wherever you're living at currently to figure out what that price would be to buy it at. For Dogecoin specifically. And yeah, so there's a lot of similarities between if you look at when SpaceX launches their launches, which is almost every other day, and their the altitude. There's the little circles with numbers going on when they launch. And when the video starts, it starts at like a countdown at number. I've written down these numbers over a period of time, and I've started to see, and that very sometimes, not all the time, but have profited off of these numbers. And when Falcon 9 launches, it goes up into the air, and then there's a stage separation where the booster gets separated, and then it flies back down to Earth and lands on, this ship out in the middle of the ocean. And if you focus on there's two stages. There's stage 1 and stage 2, and you'll see it on when SpaceX launches. I'm finding a lot of parallels between the altitude numbers of stage 1 and stage 2 and the price point or price target actions of Tesla stock in the near future. And so I want to share that this is not financial advice, take it with a grain of salt, but Tesla stock could be going towards $224 or $229. It also could be having a pullback at the same time, going back. It went below 200 this week. It went to 197 on Friday, and also went to 217, the day before that. But it closed at 209 on Friday. I'm of the thought that Tesla, if you want to wait, I'm still waiting on these numbers that I was told, or not told, but overheard of a conversation by someone that might work for SpaceX, and I'll find out if these numbers are right. But Tesla stock might be heading back down. So, and at the same time, it might be going up. But if you want to get more shares and try to make more money, patience is the name of the game. And so we could see Tesla stock getting pulled back down into the 190s, into the 180s, to the 170s, 160s, to the F-150s. F-150s is, if you've watched this video and you watch some of what I post on Instagram, you'll get the joke. But $150 could be a potential price target or price point. So meaning you could potentially buy that at 150 and see it go up to $223, maybe in a run, because it just went up a lot from $100 to $217 in a short amount of time. Stocks have to breathe. I'm not a genius, but they have to take a breath every once in a while. And sometimes if it's on a run, the breath will be so hard to see, because it'll be just like $5 here, pulled back, $10 here, pulled back. And then one time it'll go down to 184, and it did do that. And then went back up to 200 very quickly. And so I'm of the thought that Tesla can go from 200 to 150, from 150 to 100 to 50 over a period of time. can say I'm crazy, and you can say I'm not crazy. And at the same time, the stock might be growing up exponentially too. That's one theory. The other theory is that it's on a run. It's been on a run since $101 was what the low was, and it's going to go up to $500 over a period of time. But as it goes farther away from $100, there'll be more pullbacks, and they might be a deeper pullback. So when you get up to $300, you might see it get pulled down to $100. Or, you know, you could just do the math. Basically, the math that I think it is it's 0.3. You go and take a calculator and you go 209 times 0.3, and then whatever that number is, or 209 divided by, I don't have a I'm not going to do it right now, but basically 209 divided by 0.3, or times it. I'm not sure. I don't know right now, but you get a number and you subtract that number from 209, and that could be potentially where the stock could be heading to. And then at the same time, when you get to that number, you can go, okay, it's at 150. What if it did went up 0.5, which is 50%? So 150 times 0.5 goes up a lot. It goes up into like $600 or $700. Or it could be going the opposite, 209, and dropping to 0.5. So half of that would be 105, and then getting pulled back up 0.3. So it's like this. It's a rubber band getting stretched. And when it's in certain spot, when the stock's at certain spots, meaning if it's in a V period like this, it would be more of a 0.3 pullback. But when it gets up and it starts to top off and flatten out, and I can't give you a good graph of that, but here's more of it kind of flattening out, we might see more of 0.5 pullback and then 0.3 going up. This would also indicate this thing, like I said, this is your cookies. If you're still listening to this, there's Deus Ex Machina. I talked about this. I made other videos about this, and look it up. It goes back into Greek drama theaters, and it's a part in a play where there's a thing like a crane that there's this crane form, kind of like what's being formed right here. And then there's like this god that is dropped down to earth, or to what this is in theater. It's dropped down to earth, or wherever the play is being made at. I'll use Dogecoin as another example. Like that. This is kind of it getting pulled back down, maybe, to resolve some issues and have a happy ending. Meaning maybe it gets pulled back down and then it gets brought back up, which has been something that's also talked about. So be on the lookout for some extreme volatility of the market, and take what I say with a grain of salt. I hope this video helps anybody, and let me know in the comments below. All right, bye.